ISAs versus pensions. Which is better? A common question I get asked many times by clients is, ISA versus pensions, which is better to contribute to? Keep watching to find out the answer. Hi, I'm Adam Walkham, a financial planner at Permanent Wealth Partners. We help working professionals turn their retirement dreams into reality whilst removing stress along the way. The ISA versus pension question is a really common dilemma that a number of people have. Before I go into the details of which is better, let me start by saying one thing. They're both really good, and the fact that you're making contributions into your savings plan can only be seen as a positive. So on that level, it doesn't really matter. However, there are some important differences between ISAs and pensions you need to know about to enable you to make the best decision. The first important factor is the time restriction. If you need the money back that you're planning to contribute before age 55 or potentially even 57 if the planned increase in pension age goes through, then ISAs are better. You can access your ISA funds at any time with no tax consequences, so that makes them very powerful. With pensions, on the other hand, once the money goes in, you cannot touch it for any reason until you are at least 55. So be careful with that. But pensions aren't all bad. They've got plenty of other good things going for them. Yes, you can't touch the money until you are at least 55. However, you do get tax relief on the money going in. So this means you automatically get an extra 20% on top of what you put in, which is claimed back from the government. Then, if you are a 40% taxpayer, you get to claim a second portion of tax relief back on your tax return. Now, if you're lucky enough to earn around 100,000, it becomes even more valuable at this level, because up at this level, you jump to being a 60% taxpayer due to losing something called your personal allowance. Making pension contributions with your income around this level is very tax effective. Now, here's a tip for you. All of you will be enrolled in your company pension scheme, as these are mandatory these days, which is great. Many companies also offer a matching service where they will match your contributions with you. This is even better. For these schemes, it's a great idea to put the maximum you can into your pension that your company will match. And why not? You've just given yourself a pay rise from your company. And remember, you get the tax relief from this as well. So, one way to think about ISAs versus pensions is to think of them as time-based investments. Let me explain. Here's a way to think about investment strategy. Why not use your ISAs for medium-term investing, for money that you may need to access between 5 to 10 years from now? And then use your pensions for retirement savings, for money you need to access only from when you're 55 or older and when you stop working. This way, you get to use both. Taking this one step further, you can then also think about your investment strategy for both of these. As you will probably need the ISA money in a slightly shorter time period, we would generally suggest adding a little more diversification to this pot to reduce the ups and downs a little. By diversification, I mean spreading the risk around from shares to bonds to property to cash or other assets. On the other hand, on your pension, we would normally suggest sitting with 100% equity tracker funds. These tracker funds and equity markets generally have a higher growth period over the long term. Yes, they're going to be more volatile, but if you don't need the money for 15, 20, or even 30 years, then it's worth accepting that volatility for a higher increase over the long period of time. So, when putting the money into either ISAs or pensions, you're thinking about what money do you need for the next 5 or 10 years versus what money do you need to put away for the longer term. Congratulations, you're now really thinking like a financial planner. I hope you found this quick explanation of ISAs versus pensions helpful. If so, hit the like button. For more investment and financial planning insights, hit subscribe to keep up to date with our videos coming out. Thanks for watching.